What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Under 1,000 Pod. I am Gershon. This is GPSnakes. I am very tired. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm running on like 18 hours of a shift. So this is gonna be one of those, like I think maybe 2 weeks ago, where I was tired after working midnight plowing snow. So bear with me. I'm gonna make a lot of mistakes, but we're still gonna have some fun. If you didn't know, this is a podcast where I bring on other reptile enthusiasts, hobbyists, and breeders that are YouTubers, get to talk to them a little more, ask them about their YouTube, ask them about their reptile journey, and get to know them a little better. Also, a great way for me to network. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I am very much an introvert, and this is a way for me to get outside of my box and network within the community and getting more involved in the community and hopefully do some positive stuff and meet more people in the community and make more friends, which I totally have from last season to this season. It's been amazing, made a lot of friends, and I'm very thankful for the people I've met. And thank you for all you guys supporting and coming in and hanging out with us. Very much appreciate it. So before we go into our guests, let's say hey to a couple people in the chat. Taz, what's up? Thanks for coming through. Jessica, what's up? Thanks for coming through. Jeremy B, what's up? Thanks for coming through. Eric, right here, Eric. Look at me in my eyes. I appreciate you coming through, though, Eric. What's up? What's up? All right, let's go ahead. Oh, it just blew up. What's up? Thanks for coming through. Jeremy, thanks for coming through. 21st Century Reptiles, thanks for coming through. My internet is acting a little weird, but we're gonna work through it, guys. We're gonna work through it. So before we go ahead and bring on our guests, let's go ahead and say thank you to our sponsor for this episode. This episode sponsored by LADYTIS Exotics. She is a new ball python breeder, but she's not new to reptiles. She's had them for quite a while. You might know her from her reticulated python videos. She has 7 reticulated pythons, and she handles them as well. She does amazing videos on how she takes care of those animals and how she handles them. So definitely go check that out on her YouTube. But she's starting a new journey with ball python breeding, and she's got some nice ball pythons that she's added to her collection. So if you are a ball python breeder and you want to give her some tips, definitely hit her up and let her know, but also welcome her to the ball python breeding world. But while you're doing that, make sure you go hit her YouTube, her Instagram, and her TikTok. Yeah, definitely hit those follow and subscribes, and congratulate her on just hitting 500 on her YouTube channel. Congrats, Nicole. Very proud of you. But you also can check out her live podcast she does on Saturdays called Reptiles and Cocktails. Definitely check that out. She has an episode coming out this Saturday. Thanks again, Nicole, for sponsoring this episode. Once again, go check out LADYTIS Exotics on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, anywhere you can find her. Thank you again, Nicole. And her episode, her Reptiles and Cocktails, it's coming out this Sunday, actually. So this Sunday is coming out this Sunday. I'm saying Sunday a lot. It's actually coming out on 27th. So definitely check that out. So without further ado, guys, let's bring on our guests. Once I find the right button. There we go. There's the...
All right.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on, Gershon? I like that intro.
Hey, I had to put it up there.
That's clean.
I forgot you had an intro for a while,
yeah.
And then I went and watched some of your videos, and I was like, oh, he does have an intro. Oh, he has a good intro. It's slap. It's real good.
I appreciate
What's up?
that.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm good, my man. It's good to be here. So happy Friday. Sorry about the lack of sleep. Hopefully I can bring that in with you. So.
Hey, I'm hoping you bring that in. I'm going to try to bring a little bit of it. But you can take care of the rest.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people. Let them know what you breed. And if you have some other pets, you can let them know about those too.
Yeah, for sure. I'm Rodney Black from Black Sun Reptiles, and primarily we focus on ball pythons. That has shifted gears pretty heavily the last 4 years. We used to breed leopard geckos too. Really, it's kind of a family-funded, I guess, driven operation. We came from my daughter and I just really getting into reptiles. When I was a kid, I did it with my own little brother, and so we kind of came to this crossroads where we found people on YouTube, found other people in the community who kind of showed us that this world of reptile keeping and hobby has just grown exponentially. So I remember as a kid, looking at reptile magazines and seeing like the first albino ball python like on the front cover and thinking it was the coolest snake, that because all we were seeing was like Burmese and larger snakes that were albino. And so to see a miniature one, in a small little package for the first time was wild. And so I kind of paid that forward to my daughter, started taking her to shows. And when she's seen her first pied ball python, she's like, "Dad, can I get a snake?" And they kind of went from there. And so one snake went to, a rack, which went to multiple racks, and here we are, the fully functioning and operating business, in 2022. So it kind of took off pretty quick. We were just breeding snakes on the side and leopard geckos. We had a couple bearded dragons, some tegus, and we really consolidated everything down to a group of leopard geckos and then a collection of ball pythons. So that's what we're doing currently.
Okay. So if you haven't already, go make sure you look down in the description below. His YouTube, his Instagram is in the description. Go click it, follow, subscribe. Are you on TikTok? Y'all got on TikTok?
Yeah, we got on TikTok.
We're on TikTok.
Yeah,
he's on TikTok. So definitely go find the TikTok. Follow TikTok. I unplugged myself, but I can still talk. Go find the TikTok. I'm trying to put content on TikTok. Trying to figure out what content to put on TikTok.
The editor on TikTok is fantastic.
It is really nice. It gives you a lot of ability. Yeah. It's just figuring out. You don't want it to be the same content you have on YouTube per se, so you want to have it different stuff. But I'm still trying to figure that out. Hopefully by the summer, I have my little niche on TikTok as well. That's the plan.
Yeah, and a lot of the ball python breeders are starting to, gain traction in TikTok too, which is huge. Because we weren't the first wave by any means, but I know when we ended up getting on there were still like minimal ball python. You go to add people, or you go to share something with somebody if you had their product or their shirt or something, and there wasn't too many people. And now it's starting to gain traction, which it makes it even more exciting, right? It's the social part of it.
Yeah, very true. Those are balls. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate. He put up a post of YouTube channel you should subscribe to on his Instagram. Really dope way to do that, to support people doing YouTube. Appreciate that from you so much. Show me some love. Show some other people love that have been doing good channels, putting out good content. So definitely appreciate that. It's nice to see people appreciate the work you do, trying to entertain and have fun and grow the community.
For sure.
Definitely nice. Pat, what's up? Thanks for coming through. Trying to get him on one. He keep running.
He'll get on there. He's got a professional studio.
I know. I seen that studio.
Pat's got the voice. He definitely needs to get on there. Good guy.
What's up, Mike? Hey, I love that second episode. Really good. Really good. Elegant, thanks for coming through. Appreciate you.
Marvin.
Gray's Reptiles, thank you for coming through. Appreciate you. How you doing, Gray? I still have my picture up, Miranda, so it's staying up there. 100%. I tell them they should get back to doing that, letting her draw people again. It was really cool thing. But maybe I know she's working on animation right now, I think. So she might be busy. She might be busy. Sure. All right. So before we talk to other people in the chat, which they know I'm gonna miss them, it's okay. We're gonna try to see everybody. We're gonna get to what we came here for, is to get to know you a little better, ask you a couple questions. Absolutely. So let's hit the first question of the night. How long have you had your channel?
Yeah, Gershon, this was the first year. So 2021
Okay.
is when we launched. You know, I told you before, my daughter's pretty influential in our business. She's the one, she's been telling me for years, Dad, we should do a YouTube. We should do a YouTube, you know, so really taking advice for some other big breeders. You know, we did some private ones, you know, just try to get our feet wet that we didn't launch. And we really kind of gained traction on that. We were feeling confident about it. And we made a decision like, hey, you know what, I think it's time. And so what we wanted to do is just start with clutch cuttings and try and kind of get the foundation built. And so you'll see a lot of our stuff is about getting the foundation built. We had a couple of cool traveling opportunities this last year to go see some different collections. And we took the camera with us and started diving into that. And I really do in the future think that that's what the channel is going to become. You know, we're planning to be at Tinley. So we'll be at Tinley here in March. We'll have the little ZV1 with us again. I'll do some more filming. Our friends like that, our family members like that, you know, people that don't know us like to see other things that we're interested in and kind of see, you know, the life that a breeder lives a little bit. And frankly, it's just an exciting time. Like the fact that we get to rub elbows again and get to share space in public. One is we're very fortunate. And two, that's what this is all about, you know? So I just like to pay it forward myself. So if I can get other people into the hobby, or I can bring other, you know, bits of information that I'm using, you know, in my collection and from what I know to others and vice versa, you know, that's what this is all about. So
very true. So you plan on doing more vlog style on your YouTube channel?
Yeah, I'll do some vlog stuff. I'll do some breeding and some pairing stuff as well. You know, and I think that's just always a good, you know, fundamental practice is to let people understand kind of what you're working with and what have you, and give them a, you know, shine a light into your day-to-day operations. And so I think it'll be a hybrid. You know, it'll be the traveling stuff, what we have in-house.
Which is not a bad way to go about it.
Yeah.
It chops it up so it doesn't become just one thing and kind of stale. You have different things for people to enjoy. I like that idea. I was thinking about doing some more vlog stuff, but I'm not a big traveler.
Okay.
If I start traveling, that could be something that could be change the thing though. But I might think about that. Blaker, Jamie, Bulldog, thanks for coming through. Appreciate you guys. Low Life Exotics, what's up? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. I try to at least say hi to everybody comes through. Just show my support for them coming to support me. And people like to hear their name too. I know I like to hear my name when I'm on stuff.
Yeah.
M-Tip Reptiles, what's up? Thanks for coming through. Miranda's here next to me. Oh, hey Miranda, how you doing? Okay. Yeah, it's right there. I show it on. She is busy with animation. Okay. Oh, so definitely tell us. I forgot I think she has a website, or YouTube channel. Put the YouTube channel up. We can get people to go subscribe to. Go check it out. Definitely. Sorry, I blinked out. Lack of sleep. So 1 year. Okay, just 1 year. That's not bad.
Yeah,
that's
just getting our feet wet.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, everybody got to start somewhere. Everybody got to start somewhere.
Absolutely. Best time to plant a tree, right?
Exactly. So let's hit the second question, which this is one of my favorite questions.
Okay.
Because you can see people mind start working and thinking. So what is your favorite codom and your favorite recessive?
Yeah, so this year we really put our money where our mouth is, and I'm gonna just go ahead and put it out there. Blackhead is going to be a focus of ours. We've been growing up a few females now for a couple years that we had in house, and been growing them up. They should be ready pretty soon. We invested in some power blackhead animals on the pied side and on the clown side. So we're excited about that. I just kind of envisioned those two worlds colliding naturally in our collection. You know, clown pie just going to happen on accident, frankly, if you keep going in those directions. You know, so to kill two birds with one stone, like pied for us was always the meta. Like that's what started it.
Gotcha.
I mean, that just the random patch of white in an animal. I mean, even seeing those blood pythons, man, just unreal. Those pied bloods. I was like, that is an outstanding looking animal.
Yeah.
It is absolutely stunning. And it's so basic now from what we have now to what we had then. And it's still eye popping to me. Yeah. As a breeder, you understand limitations and you have to be strategic about it. But that's why we do what we do. We make intelligent decisions. We make pairings that, you know, are strategic around working the genes, and that's how you make the gene better and more consistent. But yeah, those are pretty much our favorite for now.
Okay. Okay. I do like blackhead, and I do want to work with it. Definitely want to get into albino. That's my kind of staple gene is albino. That's when
regular albino or
I want to first. I'm gonna go regular albino and then lavender albino.
All right, we might have to talk. Yeah, I got a bunch of snow. I got a bunch of snow stuff on the ground. So.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Yeah. I've been looking at blackhead for a while now, and I really like the contrast it'll bring to albino and lavender albino.
It's beautiful in albino.
Stuff. I think that's gonna bring albino kind of back to the mainstream and make it as popular. Well, maybe not as popular as it used to be, but bring its popularity back up. Because people have been sleeping on albino. Albino's still beautiful. Still do some stuff. But
if lavender albino is gaining traction,
there's a lot of genes out here. A lot of it's coming. It's coming slowly but surely.
I'm with you.
But yeah, definitely good genes. Definitely good genes. What'd she say? Yeah, my Wi-Fi is acting up, but we're gonna work through it.
It's tired too.
Your YouTube channel is TSA through Tim. Okay, yeah, go check that out. Through the Time and Space. If you can put the link in, because I made you blue so you can drop a link in there, Gray, and people can just click the link and go right to it. So you said blackhead, and it's in between blackhead. After blackhead, your recessive would be pied or clown.
Yeah, I would say just as as a foundation. But if you ask me what the gene I'm most excited about, I would say puzzle. You there, bud?
Oh, really? Oh, you like puzzle? Okay.
Yeah, I would say that if the recessive I'm most excited about is puzzle.
Okay.
Because it's relatively untapped. That's the thing.
This is true. I'm still waiting to see something I really like in puzzle. Like
and that's where we're at. That's where we're at with the project.
Yeah.
Which excites me, because when we've found all of these hidden gems and all of these other genes we've been breeding for 25 to 30 years, it's only a matter of time before you find one in puzzle.
Exactly.
So
very true.
Exciting about it.
DA Exotics, thanks for coming through. So it makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. So let's hit another question. What camera do you use to make your YouTube videos?
Yeah, so if you've watched some of the early content, you see different angles, different lenses. That I was trying just a little bit of everything that I was super happy with. And so we invested pretty heavily this year in camera equipment. So we ended up picking up a Canon R6 and a few different lenses for it, and I love it.
Okay.
However, it's not as mobile and versatile. Like, you can vlog with it. I have all the things to bring with me. But it's a heavier piece of equipment. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic with video quality and absolutely fantastic with stills, and you can just create just some of the best content with it. But it's at the higher end of the spectrum. I wanted something a little bit more mobile and a little bit more practical, so we got the Sony ZV-1. And at the time when I invested in that, it was one of the most versatile cameras that you could use that shot high end, like 1080 and 4K, I believe. So. Rendering 4K is just, I mean, you can do it. It just takes a little bit
so
more
much
effort.
Time. Yes, so much time.
Yep.
Oh wow.
So I like the ZV-1. If I'm out and about and you see me at Tenley, I'll be holding my ZV-1. So I got a dual mic, so I can do interviews, or I could just video what I need to video. It's a cool setup: tripod, mic, camera. It's nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had 2 mics, so you can.
Yeah, it's called the Duo. I can't remember what company makes it, but it's called the Duo. And just like on these types of mics, you can hit a button and it'll close the microphone on the backside if you're just doing directional, or you can open it so it's dual. So if you and I are talking, the conversation will come through clear through the mic. Yeah, it's pretty neat.
I might have to look into that because
Yeah,
I want to do a live at a show one of
Yep.
these times.
Yep.
I think that would be pretty cool. Different kind of
sure.
energy.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to have the right kind of setup, and that might
Yeah.
be something I need to invest in and get. I mean, you got to invest in, like you just said, you got to invest if you really want to do it. You got to invest. Like you don't got to throw all your money in at one time, but you got to make a decent investment every time you want to step up your level.
Well,
that makes perfect sense.
And for me, when I invest in something, I usually commit my whole self, and I stay committed to something. And so that was an easy decision. It's like, hey, if you want to get better at this, then, invest in it. Like not only with, financially, but invest your time and your energy. And so I deep dived into a lot of things. I researched all the cameras and I kind of got lost down the rabbit holes and I settled on what I settled on. And I'm hoping, in this next year or so, that's the same energy that's going to be put forth on social media and YouTube, and more so YouTube, because I think you can balance out social media posts and energy with the rest of your life and what have you. But I think if you do YouTube well, it needs to be consistent. Like we discussed that a little bit. It needs to be consistent. So.
Yeah, consistency is a big key to YouTube. It's really a big key to any social media is being consistent. You can't drop some hot fire and then disappear for like 17 months. Especially now that we're in such a right now kind of phase in the world where people want stuff right now. It's hard to do that and keep a following.
Yeah, unless you come back with some fire.
That is true. That is true. You gotta come back with some super fire, dude. Super fire. What's up, Keys? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. Babe, what is that? That does not sound right. She washing clothes and it sounds like something is burning.
Yeah, you can hardly hear it. It sounds like an airplane going by. Yeah.
Okay. It's in the chat. I don't even know what that means. Okay, nobody say anything. They're just talking to each other. I love my chat. They literally talk to each other and keep each other company. And every so often they throw me some information, but hey, Gershon, talk about this. What about this? I like that. Before we go into our next question, I didn't even put that up. So I forgot the graphic for tip of the week.
Okay.
It's been a long day, y'all. So there's no graphic. I forgot the graphic. But we're going to just wing it. So tip of the week is where I put a post up on my Facebook and my Instagram. And you guys can put a comment under it about a tip of YouTube, reptiles, or life. Any kind of tip you want. And whoever puts the tip who gets the most comments on will get a shout out on the episode. Nobody put something down. But me and Black Sun Reptiles talked about it. And we decided we got a tip. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and I'm gonna jump in.
Yeah. So living in the Midwest, we live in a drier climate, as some of you guys do. And so this time of the year, we're really battling maintaining humidity. And I think a conversation needs to happen surrounding the differences in humidity. So there's the ambient of the room, right, that you're keeping it in. And a lot of people focus on just the room. True. Like, hey, is it at 40? Is it at 50? At 60? But if you're running a variety of different tubs, not everybody has a freedom breeder rack, right? Where things are consistent, it's all the same tubs, all the same gaps. Like if you're running a variety of different tubs, you have homemade stuff, you have, sea serpents, you have all these different, you need to really tune the humidity for each of those tubs to make sure that things are proper. So you're getting good sheds all across your collection. As somebody that started with multiple different, PVC tubs, different sizes, different brands, that was something that I figured out. I mean, kind of the hard way, but I'm thankful for it, because if I didn't do it that way, I would have never had appreciation for checking each tub, each rack. And with that being said, is dump over a little bit of the water when you're changing like spot cleaning or taking sheds out or replacing the water. If you don't feel comfortable with that, take that deli cup out, whatever process you're using, get your sprayer, spray down in there when you're cleaning up and spot cleaning, and just keep those humidity proper. Just to get consistent sheds throughout this time of the year. And frankly, you don't even really have to measure it if you don't want to. It's just about getting that extra water in there, because this time of the year, double of that water is being sucked out of your room. and depending on your heating and cooling system, if you have a house setup or a traditional setup where the air is coming through a vent and putting hot air in, you're really drying out all the moisture you have in your room. So the tip of the week is tune each individual bin at least once to get that humidity and temperature proper, and maintain it as best as you can so you can get proper sheds. Full sheds are great sheds.
True. Very true. I've been having a couple shed issues, getting a little stuck shed. I've been slacking on my humidity, so I'm about to get back on top of that, making sure I spray down when I see snakes in blue, make sure the substrate is moist, not wet, but moist, and holding that humidity. If you have open tub rack systems, you have to pay more attention because you get a lot of airflow through there, and that dries up real quick. So you got to pay attention to that. But usually if you see a snake going blue, spray them down and then wait 2 or 3 days and then spray again right before they're about to shed. And you usually get perfect sheds. You're usually good. ARS and Freedom Breeder, you usually don't have to do that much work because they hold that humidity in real good. But these homemade racks, you might have to do a little more work. So you got to stay diligent. You got to be patient and pay attention to your animals. That's 100% what it is.
Yeah.
Humidity is very important. Powers Pythons, thanks for coming through. Marcus, what's up? Oh, I think I click it. Did I click it? Oh, I clicked now. Marcus, what's up? That's my homeboy. Appreciate you coming through. Mark, I think I clicked it. Mark, what's up? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. Rob, what's up? Thanks for coming through. Paul, what's up? Thanks for coming through all the way from the UK. Appreciate you. I seen he's got a guest on this Saturday. I forgot who it was. I saw it for a second. Paul, put it in the chat. I know you have a guest. Put the link in the chat too so people can go set a reminder and get ready for that episode.
Very cool.
He's really cool, people. He had me on his show. And he did his homework too. I was like, oh, he was on top of it. I was like, oh, I wasn't ready for that. He was on top of it, but we had fun. Brett, what's up? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. Does that mean they're cool? No. So when they don't have enough humidity, it's just that they can't get enough moisture in between their old skin and their new skin that they're trying to get off, or the old skin they're trying to get off for the new skin. So you have to make sure they have enough humidity and it's humid enough in their tub so they can get that off all at once.
I mean, we're just like humans. I mean, in the winter, your skin gets a little ashy, and you put a little bit of extra lotion.
Exactly. You got to lubricate.
It's the same stuff. So they just need the water.
I forgot. Like I just thought about my son always getting yelled at. Like my wife always telling him, "Put some lotion on. What is you doing? It's cold outside."
Right. Get those elbows.
Exactly.
I mean, really, it's transferable. So. You just got to make sure that they're proper. So, I mean, stuck shed could have some pretty adverse reactions if it's not tended to properly. So, and it's something that we probably overlook more than anything, just because we assume that it's going well because 3 snakes next to the one that has the issue had a full shed. Well, this one has 2 nostril caps on it now because it couldn't get its final, sheds off 2 shed cycles in a row. Now you have an issue. So.
Yeah,
I pay attention to.
You always got to make sure, even if they get a stuck shed, make sure they get their eye caps and the nose. Make sure those come off. And I usually try to make sure I think I'm gonna pronounce it right. The cloaca is clear.
Cloaca,
I make sure those spots are definitely clear if it's a stuck shed, and I try to moisten them back down, wet the tub down, give them another day or so. And if they can't get the rest of it off, I usually take a wet paper towel and just let them crawl through it and help them kind of slowly get it off. It's a little time consuming sometimes. You don't want to necessarily pull it off. Just let them crawl through the wet towel and just moist their skin and be able to kind of slide it off a little easier. But it's not the end of the world, but it's something just to be on top of. Being a responsible keeper.
Definitely.
And trust me, everybody has stuck sheds. It happens to everybody.
Even with perfect humidity, you know, this time of the year, there can be a stuck shed. So you just want to limit the damage.
Exactly. So let's hit another question, which I'm interested to see what you're doing with this.
Yeah.
Do you breed or buy your snake food?
Breed. So, you know, we have some colonies, you know, which is, you know, probably most of the work really, you know, is just keeping up with the colonies. But that's part of why we had some discussion about expanding, because not only do we need to expand for the scaly friends, we need to expand for the furry friends. So, but yeah, no, we've raised rodents from the beginning, and it's just part of the operation in itself. And I mean, to be honest with you, I enjoy it. You know, be able to pick and choose the size and, you know, the type that you need. And it's pretty nice to have it.
Very true. The only thing that's stopping me from breeding my own rodents is the time consumption it takes to breed. Make sure you take care of those rats and everything. And then the smell, because my wife can't handle that smell. She got a super nose, and I can't clean every day to keep that smell down. So I'm going to have to get an outside shed for that one day. That's the plan. Once these snakes start making a little more revenue for me to be able to spend that kind of money and make it make sense to have to breed my own, that's when that'll happen.
Ventilation. That's
what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing.
It's everything. And then cleaning. So
yeah,
you know, if you keep up with fresh bedding and keep it ventilated, then you're solid. Yeah, we can't ignore Marvin any longer.
He said looking like flour. All day. Hey, you gotta have a cleaning day. You 100%. That's one thing I learned after you get so many snakes. You have to start designating days. When you have a even bigger collection, you have to start designating hatchlings and then adults. So you have to put them on a different schedule because they poop in different ways. So definitely, get a schedule.
There's lots of strategies, but every successful, you know, bigger time breeder that I've, you know, seen their collection or what have you, you know, they've all been producing their own rats. And I'm not to say that you can't. You can do it totally different ways. There's phenomenal breeders that are buying rats. Like we're watching them on YouTube. But just to have that peace of mind that you're going to have what you want when you need it is huge. So,
yeah. Oh, congrats being back to work.
Good work.
Yeah. Hey, I know you had that time off. You was blazing through them videos. I am so videos. I got a whole list of watch later. I just clicked the watch later button. I'm like, oh, I got to watch that later. I'm going to watch that later. Oh boy,
I'm with you. I need to get that, you know, sit down and get caught up on a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, we had COVID finally get through our house, you know, after about a couple of years of dodging it and ducking it. And we finally hit us. And that was tough to manage, you know, because everybody was just kind of wiped and we were just taking turns picking up responsibilities. And, you know, it was a good team effort. You know, now reflecting on it, I'm like, man, that's, you know, we had a squad because I was down for a few days. I'm like, hey, make sure you do this, grab this, do that, you know, which begs the question, you know, all of us have collections. What happens if something does happen to you? We had to have that conversation. Yeah. You know, it was time.
I learned from Kai. He said, don't think about the animals you can take care of when you're healthy. Think about the animals you can take care of when you're sick. And that gave me a whole different perspective. Because nobody wants to clean when they're sick, but these animals, they still got to be taken care of.
They don't care if you're sick. Exactly. Well, and that's a major reason why we reduced, you know, our hobbyist passions to what we could focus on, and that's mostly ball pythons because everybody can manage it in the house. You know, if we had like 5 retics, you know, back there, it'd be a whole different story. You know, not everybody would be able to manage that.
Very true. Very true. Genomic Labs, thanks for coming through.
Yeah.
Nice. We got a little, I think this person's a bot. Hey everybody, hope everyone's doing good. Yep, Friday's going good. I'm gonna sleep so well after this. I'm past like 8 hours. I know it. Oh, I usually get the best sleep after a long shift.
Yeah.
It's just it's such a good sleep. I kind of die a little bit.
Right.
Because
Did you guys just get pounded with all that snow up there? It
So
came from down here?
We got about 2, almost 3 feet of snow.
3 feet?
No, wait, no, that's not right. Because I'll be at work right now if we did that.
Right,
we had
36 inches?
2.5 inches of snow.
Okay.
So it was enough to have a shift,
Right.
but not too crazy.
Right.
So we were able to clean it all in one day usually, and make the main roads good.
That's good.
But we're the season's coming to a close, so I'm trying to get as many shifts as I can. Hey, I'm okay if it keeps going. I got mortgage to pay off, and I got sticks to buy. So
he said, "Let it snow."
I only see dollar signs when it's when it starts snowing. So I'm happy.
Let's take some more of that.
People hate that about me, but I love it. Let it go. But yeah, once that, I can be able to catch up some more videos then, and shoot some more stuff too. But I'm also excited for Tinley, which is right around the corner.
You headed that way?
Yeah, I'm gonna be at Tinley on Saturday.
Okay. And
maybe Sunday.
Okay.
I'm still debating. Unless it snows, then it'll probably just be Saturday, and then I'll come back and go to work.
All right, well, let's get this live podcast going. What do you need?
That would be a good time to do it.
Oh yeah.
I know I might do, because there's gonna be a lot of people that are there that have been on the show. Cool. So I might do something like a Saturday, like under 1,000 pod meetup, like for an hour or something. Have people come through, say what's up, hang out a little bit.
I think a lot of people are going that haven't been.
Yeah,
this show, which is exciting.
It's gonna be super huge.
Because we were just there last fall, so I was kind of on the fence about it, and then I seen a lot of people are making their way, and I was like, "Yeah, let's do this."
Especially with the whole Lacey Act thing, everybody's trying to come support and show that there's people behind this that care about this. So that's a great way to do it. Well.
Absolutely. Yeah, a lot of coming. Can't wait to see.
Okay. You got Billy Invitation. Is that who it was? I think Paul. I probably missed it. You probably put it up there. Let me know who you have coming up. I think you have somebody I thought that was really cool. You got coming up on the show tomorrow. I saw it. Oh yeah, you got I always pronounce their name weird. LADYTIS. Oh, that's words that don't sound right in my mouth. You have Steve on.
He said, "Put it in the chat."
That's gonna be a good show. He is really good at marketing. I've been trying to watch his videos and learn about marketing. He does a lot of videos on marketing and how to use social media to sell your animals and stuff.
Yeah,
it's a great tip. That is definitely something. If you're going to do this, you need to know how to do it through social media. It definitely helps.
Yeah.
Breeding your own rats, people. Yeah, I know you breed your own rats. And I'm waiting for my other rat videos. She's supposed to be making like 2 more videos. I told her she needs to do more videos so people can, for one, be in front of the camera, do some more stuff, and talk about the rats. There's a lot of people that breed rats and like to know what other people do and could change up stuff and see if it helps them breed more rats. I like
Sal's videos from Gomez Pythons.
Okay, yeah, he do make good videos about breeding.
He does. He makes really good videos. He's thorough. Very informational, and he's just learning and videoing, and getting better at it and better at it and better at it, and sharing it with the world.
Yep,
I like that experience. I'm watching it like, yeah, you go, Sal. Look at his stuff, looks good. I remember when he just had the home built stuff.
Yeah,
I was like, that's cool to see. That's inspiring. That's really neat.
It's really good. I'm glad you made it live too. I appreciate it. I was thinking about changing the time and the date, because Fridays is usually like date nights for people and people do stuff. But I've already kind of cornered this market of Fridays, so I think I might stay here for a little.
There's no perfect day. Just keep it rolling.
It really isn't. It really isn't.
There's no perfect day.
Okay, yeah. Stephen and Courtney, Leviathan snakes. I'm gonna work on pronouncing that because I want to get them on the show eventually too. So I got to work on pronouncing their name. It's very important. Well, people know I'm terrible at reading names, so but I still want to be able to get closer to it.
Right.
It doesn't help when I'm tired too. My dyslexia gets real bad when I'm tired. I can usually pay attention when I'm reversing stuff, so it messes me up. It's weird.
That's a tough name regardless. So
you
get some grace with that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you get some grace.
Let's hit another question. You got the
sure.
nice camera.
Yeah.
What do you use to edit those videos?
Adobe primarily. Okay. Yeah, Adobe.
Okay.
I don't know. I just felt like it had everything that I needed. You know, the app got so much better in the last few years. So you could edit some quick things if you needed to. They just in the middle of me kind of mastering everything that I needed to get the videos right and the social media stuff right. They switched it all to like one platform. So I had to do some tinkering, but you know, speaking of the shirt that you're wearing, you know, I was talking with Antoine and hey, straight up, man, I'm making everything on my phone. Yeah. And so I was like, you know, that's a thing, you know, I might need to, because sometimes you can overcomplicate it too.
Very true.
You know,
very true.
So sometimes you just get the phone out, the iPhone.
Yeah.
And
if you're just trying to make a quick edit, throw some music on a couple little graphics here and there.
iMovie.
Cool. Exactly.
iMovie done.
100%. Now,
yeah, I usually
like Cusco make it a cinematic thing. Like he has beautiful edits. Beautiful. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't got that skill yet. So I just got to cut and paste.
Right. And I still use Rush. You know, I still use the quicker version because that's all I need. I fooled around on some GoPro stuff too for a little bit. I have a GoPro. I'm actually shooting this live right now on a webcam.
Oh, nice.
From the GoPro.
Nice.
Yeah, just so much better than the Apple. The Apple cameras are just not good on the MacBooks.
Gotcha.
They don't have the clarity that they need to. So I think that they assume that if you're going to buy that, you're going to have a nicer webcam. So they're right.
Very true.
Yeah.
LKB Pythons, what's up? Thanks for coming through. I got your video in the watch later list. I'm going to get to it. I seen you post the video. I'm going to get to it. Because I want to see how your season's going. I'm really pulling for you because I know you've been trying to produce some babies. And I want to see you do that. So I'm coming along with you on the journey. I'm going to watch that video 100%. 100%. I just got to find time. It's always time. Paul, what's up? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. T is like a kid in the candy store. Oh, wow. See, I love my chat. They have so much fun in the chat. I love it.
It's a solid chat.
Abe, what's up? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you.
There he is. Yeah, that's my Tinley guy. So
yeah,
that's what I'm gonna go see.
I met Abe at Tinley. He literally yelled my name, and I thought he knew me from my snake channel. He knew me from my nerd channel where I would talk about like comic book TV shows and stuff. And that blew my mind that's how he knew me. Blew my mind because
just the coolest guy, man.
He's super cool.
He's a cool
super
dude.
Cool people. He got some fire over there too.
Absolutely. So focused.
Oh, laser. I'm trying to get like that. I'm trying to get laser focused. I deviate so much. They'll be like, oh, that's pretty. It happens so much, but hey, he's on top of it.
He's got a plan. It's gonna be great.
Nice plan. Very nice plan. Let's hit our last question. I think it is. Yep. So this is my last question I have.
Yeah.
If you guys have any questions, put them in the chat. We'll definitely get to them. But this is the other favorite question I have.
Mm-hmm.
What is your dream morph to make?
Yeah, just kind of thinking about that, it makes me feel like I'm restricting my ceiling.
True.
I think there's so many cool things we're going to make on accident with just having these outstanding pairings, 3-4 gene, double recessives. I would say when I first got into it, I was excited about a double recessive, but anymore, I think the triple stuff's going to be really outstanding.
Yes.
Like it's just going to be outstanding. I don't even want to get into quads. That's just too far beyond my realm of wrapping my mind around it. But just seeing all the triples that came out this year, you know, the
DG Clown.
Xanthic Clown, yeah.
Oh,
just seeing all that just made it real for everybody. Like, look, it's not that far away.
It really
and so something of that variety. Xanthic was one of my first passions. Like, to be honest with you, I seen a fire Xanthic at a local Kansas City show.
Okay.
And I was just like, well, so really a fun fact about me is, first and foremost, I'm colorblind, right? So I see the world differently.
Are you serious? Whoa,
yeah.
whoa! You can't just drop that down.
Yeah.
You can't drop that after we've been working with these animals.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
I see the world differently. 50% of males are colorblind of some sort, of some variety. Okay. I mean, you know, the biggest media, you know, conglomerate, Call of Duty, puts in filters when you're playing because that's how many people are colorblind. Like, wow. I don't think enough people that are working with colors, which is what we're passionate about in these animals, understand that so many people see things differently. And so I feel like one thing that I bring to the table is my vision from somebody that's colorblind is going to suit those individuals that have that can see those same things that I can. And vice versa. Like, the guys that aren't, you know, they're going to see things that the guys that are going to see in those animals, and they're going to lean to that. And that's why I think that this hobby is just so fantastic, because you have different kinds of eyes seeing it, different passions, different walks of life. You know, really the sky's the limit. Long story short, some triples, something with blackhead and a triple recessive is going to be my dream.
Okay.
Period. So
what's up, Keziah? Thanks for coming through. That's my cousin. Nicole, what's up? Thanks for coming through. So what I heard what you just said about your answer, but that totally is like in the back of my head now, because you just told me you're colorblind.
Yeah.
And that is like how, so I'm super curious, how do you see the morphs? Like,
yeah, so when people think of colorblind, they think that all their world is black and white, and it's really not. For me, it's dark shades, like forest greens, navy blues. Like if I have all those like pant colors or shirts in my closet, they look black. Like I've conditioned myself to put things side by side to contradict each other. So like, that can't be black because I know this is black, and that has to be navy blue or forest green. You know, and I figure it out from there. But if you can tell, like, I like big, bold colors. Like, our logo is like the sun, really, frankly. Right. I like big, bold colors because they're clear to me. I can see them. So that's why I like Enchi Lavender Albino. That's why I like blackhead stuff. That's why, because the big, bold colors really pop to me. And so I have to work to see and appreciate the subtlety. So like when Justin's breaking things down, he's telling me that this redhead and the stranger, and it looks like espresso, and he's breaking it down. I love that because it helps me tune my eyes to what I probably wouldn't otherwise have seen. And so that's really the beauty of sharing space with so many people that see different snakes differently, is I learn from it too. And oftentimes I'm describing something that I see to people, and they don't see it that way until I explain it. They're like, man, I never really seen that. Like, and I was like, well, that's the first thing I seen, you know, and then they're like, yeah, there it is. So it's pretty cool to kind of exchange information with people, just having literally a different set of tools.
Yeah.
So
that's a whole different perspective, a whole different way of looking at stuff, a whole different way of going about making your parents too.
For sure.
Oh, wow. What's up, Laika? Thanks for coming through. Oh, wow. Now I'm just fascinated. I'm just, because it's the ability to perceive something from a different perspective.
Right.
That can change the way you think about stuff altogether. And sometimes you can't do that from your own perspective. That's why we talk to so many different people and get their ideas on stuff, to try to get different insight on stuff. And now I'm just going to be just picking your brain all day.
Yeah.
Like, how do you see this? How does this work with you?
Yeah. No,
so many of the morphs are, you tell it by color. But then you forget there's a lot of morphs that have pattern changes in them.
And the depth and the color. What was that animal? I still think it was the snake of the year. I know that everybody says the DG Xanthic clown was, but I think it was a Cypress red shirt. I can't remember what was in that clown that Justin produced. But when I looked at that animal in real life, I seen blues in different hues along the dorsal that were just absolutely fascinating to me. And I was like, if you can make stuff like this now, the future is gonna just be unheard of. Like that animal, I can't. I'll send it to you when we're done here. It's just unreal. I posted it on my page when I was at his place, and it's just crazy.
That's crazy. Oh wow. Like
But
your ideas of projects are so vastly different because of that one aspect, but it's so vastly unique as well.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, just the possibilities. Yeah, that's amazing. Oh.
It really is like, it's really like doing this work with a filter on your eyes.
Okay.
You know, that's the way I look at it. Like,
Nice.
you know, some people have no filter. Some people have like vivid. Some people have like cold. Some people, you know, that's just what it is. And so part of it is sharing the idea of what you've seen and seeing if people confirm it. Some people do. Some people say, no, I can't see that. So I might be interested because I can, or I might not be because I can't.
Gotcha.
But that's how we purchase snakes as well. You know, for instance, like at the last Tinley, you know, I was looking at an animal with Abe's Exotics, and I was like, this thing's fire. What do you think? He's like, oh yeah, that thing's fire. You know, so he purchased it, you know, but you know, so very easily he could have been like, no, Rodney, you're tripping. You're colorblind. You know, it's just, you never know.
True.
But that's why you have those conversations and kind of bounce ideas off of different perspectives, different eyesights. Because it's not just, you know, the mindset of an individual. It's literally the physical ability to see things. And people take that for granted, you know?
Yeah.
Just something to think about.
Since you said that, I've been thinking of a different perspective of on the colors in Morse. Like if I'm not just going off of just the colors and the tones I see, am I not paying attention to the patterns as well and the intricateness of the patterns and way they blend with different morphs and how they work together to make a different pattern? Like, a whole new thought process.
All that.
Oh my goodness. Yes,
Phil,
you're late. Get on top of it. I'm just playing, Phil. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. Spicy Noodles Exotics, what's up? Thanks for coming through. L Herp Reptiles, what's up? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. Oh my God, this is amazing. I don't know why we waited. I wish I'd have found this out at the beginning of the podcast. This is a whole nother hour I want to talk to you about this.
Yeah. I'll see you at Tinley.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk all day.
For sure.
Like I don't like to talk to people. I don't like talking to people in crowds. I'm gonna look for you in a crowd, which I do not do. I hate crowds.
I'll be with Jason from Abe's Exotics. We'll come find you.
Oh wow. Yeah, if you could, appreciate y'all. Hit that like button. Apparently YouTube likes it when you hit the like button. I like that YouTube likes that you hit the like button. So go ahead and hit the like button. That was like 7 like buttons. I hope y'all was counting.
For sure. Definitely.
This is amazing. Oh, so many questions. Oh, but I try to keep these under an hour, and I've hit all my questions already. Anybody have any questions in the chat before we go? While we're waiting for somebody to maybe put a question down, do you have anything you want to promote, Rodney? Anything you got coming up you want to let somebody know about?
I don't really have anything to promote.
Tell them to subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the guys in here that I know have their own YouTube channel and subscribe. And if you're new to us, you know, we're definitely welcoming any support that you guys have, and we typically pay that forward as well. So I'm looking to meet more people and share more space with individuals, you know, just like Gershon made possible tonight. So definitely thankful for you guys being here tonight, and hopefully we can put together some more content for you guys that keeps you excited. I know that I can never get enough once I sit down and go down that rabbit hole. Like I want to see it all. So hopefully we can be part of that process for you.
I'm gonna just put this out here. This whole the colorblind and the way you see animals is a video in itself. It could be a series now. That is, I'm telling you, that's a series, 100%.
For sure, it's been in the back pocket for a while, so I let a little glimpse in.
It's been in a way back pocket. I didn't even know this. Oh.
For sure, and I'm not alone. I mean, you should start asking that question.
Jeremy said he's practically colorblind too.
Yep.
I was like, oh my goodness.
Yep.
That's going to become a question now. For people that come on a second time, that's going to be another question.
There's
now.
a lot of colorblind people that have really sick collections.
Oh.
You know, because I asked that question.
Okay.
Know, it comes out, and I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. You know, and
we got a question here.
Yeah.
What project
Marvin,
or more do you want to get Blackhead into this season?
Yeah, so this season, I would say we are gearing up to get. I picked up a banger. You know, it's Blackhead Mahogany. So it's a Blackhead Mahogany pied, and so I plan on making a bunch of super Blackhead stuff. You know, with a sprinkle of a few genes here and there, but Mahogany especially, that's a new gene in our collection. I have a bunch of it. You know, so I was excited about that. But this season specifically, currently, we really reduced the pairings in our anticipation of moving the collection. So I have the white lace boy going to quite a few animals to make some lace animals that are hets for the future. Marshall at Marshall Law's Morph has already made the Blackhead lace, and I love it. So you know what we do? We jump on the chain.
Yeah, I want to get into lace as well.
Yeah, so that boy's ready, and I have a few females that are ready for him. So that's who I've been pairing this year. So we should have a few clutches coming. That'll be more lace driven, and then next year we're gonna hit it hard again. We should have a pretty nice season, probably the biggest one we've ever had. So,
nice. All right. Well, before we go, let me go ahead and say thanks to our sponsor for this episode. This episode sponsored by LADYTIS Exotics. She is a new ball python breeder, but she's not new to reptiles. She's had them for quite a while. You might know her from her reticulated python videos. She has 7 reticulated pythons, and she handles them as well. She does amazing videos on how she takes care of those animals and how she handles them. So definitely go check that out on her YouTube. But she's starting a new journey with ball python breeding, and she's got some nice ball pythons that she's added to her collection. So if you are a ball python breeder and you want to give her some tips, definitely hit her up and let her know, but also welcome her to the ball python breeding world. But while you're doing that, make sure you go hit her YouTube, her Instagram, and her TikTok. Yeah, definitely hit those follow and subscribes, and congratulate her on just hitting 500 on her YouTube channel. Congrats, Nicole. Very proud of you. But you also can check out her live podcast she does on Saturdays called Reptiles and Cocktails. Definitely check that out. She has an episode coming out this Saturday. Thanks again, Nicole, for sponsoring this episode. Once again, go check out LADYTIS Exotics on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, anywhere you can find her.
Very cool.
All right. So just so you know, that episode is coming out this Sunday. I misspoke. Okay. It's coming out this Sunday, so definitely check that out. Appreciate you sponsoring this episode, Nicole. Thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to what you do with ball python. She's getting heavy. She's got I'm not supposed to say that, but she got some stuff from somebody, and she going in like pretty well. And I'm like, okay, I see what you're doing. You're doing some stuff. So she's definitely one to be looking out for in the future. Rodney, thank you for coming on. I learned, I don't care if they learned anything. I learned some stuff from you that made me excited. I want to talk to you more, which I will do at Tinley.
For sure. Yeah, anytime, man. If you need something, just let me know. I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know if you realized it, but we're friends now. That's how this works now.
Yeah, officially.
I mean, I'm still upset about what you did at Tinley. You didn't help me, but we'll talk about that later. We can talk about that later. But thanks for coming on. Greatly appreciate it. Had a ball with you. Even though I'm tired, still had fun.
Yeah,
this is really good.
You did it. You pulled through. So appreciate that.
All right, everybody. Thank you guys in the comments. Greatly appreciate all the love and support. Throwing it up.
For sure.
Make sure you go follow Black Sun Reptiles, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. All of that's in the description. Go hit them follow, subscribe buttons. I'm pretty sure you're at like 300, I think.
Yeah, right out there. Yeah. Yeah,
Go hit
and that's with minimal effort. I need to put some in here. Right?
He about to put out some dope stuff eventually, and you gonna want to make sure you got it. So hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so you make sure you get notified.
You're gonna see Gershon and I at Tinley on this next video. I can tell you that.
We're gonna be at Tinley, definitely. But what is tomorrow? I don't know if I'm putting out. I might put out a mealtime video. I'm debating on. Let me see what you guys think in the chat. I'm debating on not doing any more meal times for a little bit with the celiac stuff. Try to lower the exposure of animals eating other animals for a bit. I might push those back for a little bit. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. But what I got going on? Oh, I'm gonna show the lineup for March's Under 1,000 Pod. I'm post that Saturday, so you're gonna see who's gonna be on the show for March. That's good to know. Hey, Reggie here. What's up, Reggie? Hey. I'm gonna show that. And I don't think I got anything else going on. I'm gonna go pass out. Oh, we got tomorrow. I'm gonna have a next up video. My YouTube series next up, where I show somebody that's about to start their channel, do a quick little interview with them, and then send you guys to their first video. If you're interested in starting a YouTube, Reptile YouTube, and you want to be a guest on Next Up, let me know. We could talk and get that organized when you're about to post your first video. We could do a little interview and help you boost your views. Because it's easier when you kind of have somebody helping you and you don't feel like you're going to get like one view after doing a video. That's a terrible feeling. It's a terrible feeling.
Yeah, I have a couple recommendations for you, so we'll chat.
Okay, sounds good.
They may not know it, but
I like it. See, I'm all about making people start YouTube all day, pushing it. Car Reptiles and stuff. Thanks for coming through. Kai, what's up? Thanks for coming through, Kai. Appreciate you. All right, Kai, you're late though. You got to rewatch this. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming. Hope you have a good Friday. Hang out for the weekend. Have a good weekend. Get ready for Tinley. Let me know if you're going to Tinley. Hit everybody up so we can all try to meet up. Take a big group picture. That'd be cool.
That'd be very cool.
All right. So thanks for coming through, Randy.
He's ready for the nap.
Yeah, I am. Thank you for coming through. Greatly appreciate this. This was so much fun.
For sure, bud.
Definitely gonna hang out more. We're friends now, so I'm gonna be texting you all the time. Get ready for it.
It's official.
All right, everybody. Thanks for coming through. I'm finally gonna say bye. See you guys next time.